Welcome to WBEC ORV's Know Before You Go for Nationals. We are truly excited to be headed in just a short, what is it, like 2 weeks, a week and a half? It's like right around the corner, headed out to Salt Lake City this year for Nationals. So in this session, we are not going to be together too long. I'll introduce the team in a second, but in this session, really what we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about the conference schedule. We're going to talk about some of the ORV special opportunities that we have to meet and engage while we're at nationals. And then we'll talk about how to communicate while we're at nationals and things of that nature. I always, as you all know, like to take a moment to introduce our team here at ORV, led by our president and CEO, Dr. Frederica Singletary. Our fractional CFO is Jackie Jordan. Our fractional CHRO is LaCosta Moore, and our Senior Director of Marketing, Communications, and Engagement is Courtney Martin. If I didn't say in the beginning, you don't already know, my name is Dr. Kitiana Lowe. I go by Dr. K, and I'm the Director of Programs and Events here at WBEC ORV. And then on our certification team, who all of our WBs are very familiar with, is led by our Director of Certification and Outreach, Colleen Rudisill, our Certification Manager, Robbie Moore, and we have a Certification Specialist, Anita Steele. And then on our corporate engagement side, for those corporates who are on the call, we have our corporate engagement manager, Devin Davis. Devin Davis, there we go. Apparently I need summer too. Devin Davis. And then our administrative assistant who keeps us all together is Morgan McDonald. And so, like I said, today we're going to go over just a few things. So for those of you who haven't been at nationals before, you can get an idea of what to expect. And regardless of whether you've been there before or not, you'll have a chance to know about all the things that we're doing to have some fun here at ORV while we're at nationals as well. So this agenda should look very familiar to you if you've been on WBENC Nationals page. This is a screenshot it's their schedule as of 5/26. I think I grabbed this screenshot like last week. So unless they've made any changes in the past week, this is what you should see out there. These are all of the things that are happening at nationals. But the biggest thing that you want to remember is that if you do not have your badge on, you will not be able to get into anything. So don't leave your badge in your purse. Don't leave your badge in your swag bag. Don't leave your badge back in the room because you're not going to be able to get on the merit of your face, right? Like there's going to be thousands of people who are going to be in the room, and the only way that they can identify that the right people are in the space that they are providing for us is to make sure that you have that badge not only with you, but worn and displayed. But you can see on Monday, they've got some really great sessions. Lunch is on your own on Monday. Then they've got an opening general session, and then the RPO meetups, which we'll talk about in just a second. And then you'll notice that on each of the days, they always end with some type of really nice opening reception. They always have some really great themes. I'm truly excited to see what the themes are like in Salt Lake City, as I have not been to Salt Lake City before. So I love how Nationals does a really great job of integrating the city or where we are into all the themes for those evening receptions. So those will be a lot of fun. And then one thing that they are also offering this year, if you haven't seen already, is after the conference ends on Thursday, there are some optional add-on activities. Whether you want to participate in We Connect International, they also have some opportunities to do some excursions in the city if that's something that you may be interested in. So you can find all of that information on the website as well. And then the recommended, as far as the dress code for everything that they do at nationals, unless you see something that indicates differently, is it is definitely business casual, and then it's tennis shoes. Please, this is not the time to come in your stilettos with your power suit. You can wear your power suit, but leave your stilettos at home. Don't even put them in your luggage because your feet will not be very happy with you. So remember, tennis shoes are encouraged because there's always a whole lot of walking. And Devin did put into the chat that Wednesday's reception is offsite. So definitely that one, don't forget your badge because you don't want to get all the way there and then not have your badge. I saw it happen last year. They send you back to the hotel to get your badge. So there is no sneaking in. Any questions at all about the schedule or anything like that? All right, let's move on to some of our RPO fun. So there is an RPO meetup on Monday from 4 to 6 p.m. Central Standard Time in the Convention Center. I will say that this is the first year that they were splitting up the Weebies and the Corps. So I'm super sad because usually our RPO meetup is the chance where we all get to come together in the room and we're mixing, we're mingling, we're networking, we're doing something exciting. And this year they've got a really special treat for our corporate members. So our corporate members will be in one area, but all of the WBEs who are attending Catch the Wave, who are attending nationals, you can see where my brain is, are all going to come together on Monday for our RPO meetup. And we're going to have a different kind of network experience that is a mixture of creativity, relaxed, and is designed to really spark some connections. And so there's two engaging activities that we'll be walking through. They're really all about enjoying our journey and talking about this journey or this path that we have been on as business owners. For those of you who will be there that are business owners, there is no pressure. I don't want you to feel like, hey, arts and crafts is not my thing, I'm not going to show up. There's no pressure. There's no prize at the end. There's no judging. It's not a competition. Like, we really want you to come in, even if you come in and don't participate in the craft. I'm okay with that as well, right? We just want you to be in the room. But I will say that based off of like last year's, I realized that a lot of our members of our RPO are actually far more arts and crafty than I think I ever would have imagined. So last year we were in New Orleans, and so we had to design a float. This year it's not as intricate, but because, in true New Orleans fashion, we had a parade and things like that. And I saw some folks making some paper flowers and doing things with pieces of paper that I never would have imagined. So, but like I said, this is a no pressure. There's no right or wrong way. It's just an opportunity to have some fun. And I will say unofficially to the corporates, if you want to sneak out of your session and come and visit with us, you are more than welcome to come. We would love to see you there as well. And then because of the fact that our meetup on Monday is separated, we always like to have an opportunity to come together with our RPO members. And so on Tuesday morning, we are going to have a breakfast at Ramblin' Roads. There are several locations of Ramblin' Roads, so don't just hop in your car, or this one is only, I think, like a 7-minute walk or something like that. It's really, really close. So don't just hop in the car, the Uber, or start walking and just type in Ramblin' Roads and assume that you're going to be in the right spot. The address is 169 South Main Street. That's the one where we are going to be. You can go whichever one you would like, but if you'd like to hang out with us, then you want to be at this particular location. And so this breakfast is going to be on us. And so you'll be able to come in. Based off of the reviews I've seen, they have a really good breakfast. It's really like a hometown type of a feel in the space, but it's just a chance for both our WBEs and our corporates to get together. We can all get together kind of like as a family. We'll do a group photo and things like that together. The thing about this is you'll want to remember is that space is limited. We only have space for 30 guests. And so I'm actually going to head and drop in the chat in just 1 second the link to register for this if you have not done so already. And so that way, if you haven't gotten your spot, you can go ahead and get your spot. And then if you know somebody else who hasn't gotten their spot, you can go ahead and send them this link as well and tell them that they need to go ahead and get their spot too. Because once these spaces are gone, we don't have space to open it up any larger. Like the venue itself does not have space for anything more than the 30 guests. So definitely don't want to miss out on this opportunity to get together on Tuesday morning with us. And then communication. Nationals always has a really dynamic app. And so you can scan this QR code. Like I said, you'll receive a copy of this deck as well. So if you don't have the ability to do it right now, you can do it later. But you can scan this QR code here, and it's going to take you to be able to download the Nationals app. And so that's going to give you the agenda. That's going to give you like all of the updates and all of that kind of thing. That's definitely where you want to get that information from there. And then as far as ORV, we will have a group me. We're only going to keep this group me open like during the app. Or during the conference. So don't think that, 2 3 weeks from now, you can be like, oh, you know what, let me check on my certification status, let me just hit this GroupMe app and find out about my certification status. That's not the purpose of the GroupMe app. It's really for us to be able to get we'll give like any large like updates and things like that, to make sure that you all are seeing them just in case they happen to be missed from the conference app. But it's also a place for you all to upload your photos, because we want to be able to gather all the fun photos that you take at nationals so we can share them with others, because we can't be every place at every time. So the WBENC conference app, you'll definitely want to download that if nothing else. And then if you're interested in GroupMe, no pressure, you can download the GroupMe app and you can join us and share some fun photos with us during the conference as well. Any questions at all? Yes, go ahead.
I just tried to get the app for the conference, and it took me to
Uh-huh.
group. It took me to the group me link. Is the QR code this? Is it both through group me?
It did. It's not. Let me look at it. It worked when we checked it yesterday. Give me a second here. Give me 1 second and let me get you the correct one. Let me
Or when you
see.
share the deck, just update it for us.
Yes, I'll definitely update it there when we share the deck so we have that as well. Let me go
Thank you.
back with Courtney
But at least
and
I
get
could
that
join the
updated.
group now.
Yes, you can definitely join that. You can join it
Okay.
twice.
Thank you.
Of course. No, thank you for letting me know. Any other questions? And yes, Frederica did mention in the chat, we are definitely thankful to our RPO breakfast sponsors, Clinical Solutions and Performance Strategics Promotions. And with their help, we're able to do breakfast. So yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. Any other questions that you have? If you happen to think of any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out and ask, especially if this is your first time at nationals. You might just wake up with a question, right? And so please do not hesitate to reach out, ask the questions as they come. um Frederica will be there, Devin will be there, I will be there. And so, we're excited to join together with this, and have you all there. Yes, Frederica, go ahead.
I printed like three I'm so sorry, but this is Cindy with
Can't hear
PG. I
you.
have a super quick question if you have a moment.
Yeah, go ahead, Cindy.
So, forgive me, I must have been sleeping. So, I love that you showed us the slide with the app. And of course, I had the same experience as the other woman about it's coming
Mhm.
up as group me, kind of strange. But has the app itself been published by the WeBank organization?
I believe that it
Okay.
has, although I'll be honest with you, I was looking for it on their website and I couldn't find it. So I reached out to Courtney and she was the one who provided me with the link and QR. Um, if Nationals has not begun promoting it on their socials and things like that yet, I'm sure it's going to be pushed out very, very soon, because they're always pushing everybody to their app. So if you haven't seen it yet, it should be coming very soon,
Okay.
especially with the conference being right around the corner.
Right, right. Okay, great. I just want to make sure I wasn't like losing my mind or anything.
No, no, not of course, of course. Have any of you attended last year?
I
Teresa did. So you haven't. Okay. I was going to say, if you happen to still have the app from last year and go into it, it automatically opens into this year's app. Just to let you know that. I did find that out myself.
okay, great to know.
But
Thank you.
for those who haven't, though, we will definitely I'll definitely get this QR code updated so that it is right. Now I need my teams to cooperate with me. Frederica, we can't hear you, Frederica. No, not at all.
Well, let's not yet.
Nope.
No.
Go ahead, Julie.
While she's figuring that out, I think I spoke with Devin the other day when I called into the office, but was it you, Devin? I can't remember now. Okay. I was asking about how appropriate it was to, it's my first time going, how appropriate it was to reach out to matches that show up in the matchmaking software. It looks like we don't have any matches yet, and Devin mentioned that it can take time for the corporate members to review the lists and reach out. But what is the deadline for them for that? Because I still don't see anything, and it's only been a couple days, obviously. But I'm wondering, is it totally possible that we may not get a match at all?
I do not know what their deadlines are for their matchmaker, but Julie, I can take that note as a takeaway and see if I can find any of that information like on the website or anything like that. Um, yeah, I can get back to you and see what I can find.
Just curious so that I don't check back. I feel crazy checking back twice, 3 times a day.
Hey, Julie, this is Cindy with P&G. You know what I did was I had a pretty tight scope. And so I wasn't getting matches either initially.
Uh-huh.
So I just started going through some supplier profiles. I'm a corporate, but I was going through supplier profiles and
Yeah.
just submitting requests. So you might want to go through the corporate profiles and just submit requests that way if you're not seeing immediate matches.
What do you mean submitting requests through the corporate? Like, I'm not
So
following.
on the Connect, Corporate Connect one-on-ones,
Yeah.
you can see who's going to be going, and you can look at the corporates, so the companies like P&G, and you can go, oh, and if you want to meet with them, there's a way, it's just a button, you push it and say submit request to meet.
Okay. All right. I'll look for that. Thank you. I didn't think
Yeah,
it was 2
you're
days
welcome.
that way, but that's awesome.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping it worked because that's how I found the suppliers that I was going to meet with. So I hope
Okay.
it'll work in reverse for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Oh, I was muted, and here I am talking and wondering why Frederica's not responding to me saying what I'm saying. So what I was saying was that I got the new QR code that I just put up there, so you can scan that. And then I was saying, Frederica, if you wanted to come off mute, we can check and see if we can still hear you. I was wondering why you weren't coming off mute. While she's doing that, she may still be having some tech issues. So she did drop. She just wants to let you all know that, especially for our new attendees, but all of the attendees, if you're ever overwhelmed or have any questions, you can definitely stop by the RPO booth. So in the middle of the showcase floor, you can't miss it. It literally has all the RPOs. So all 14 of them in the design and things of that nature. And there will always be someone that is there manning that booth. It's going to be representatives from each of the different RPOs. So it may not be us that are there when you come up to ask questions, but somebody there is an RPO leader or represents one of the RPOs, and they can answer any questions that you have, both corporates as well as WBEs, any questions that you have. And then one thing that Nationals does a really great job of as well is their volunteers. I'm not sure how they're going to indicate this year that we're volunteers. In the past, we've had T-shirts and different things like that, but there will be some type of way that you'll be able to indicate or be able to identify who's a volunteer and who isn't. And you can always stop the volunteers if we don't know the answer, because we don't always know the answer, we being me. We know how to direct you to the person who can get you the answer, which is really the most important thing. So we will make sure that we get you the answers and help you as you're navigating throughout the whole entire process. Any other questions at all? All right. I always like to take a moment to talk about some of our upcoming events that we have. Um, we did have earlier today our coffee break, which was absolutely phenomenal. It was so, so good today, on the importance of rest and identifying like what drains you and what things actually restore you. And so that was a really great takeaway, is that that we all can take some time to identify what is something simple that restores you, even as simple as taking a walk or listening to music or talking with friends, and making sure that we're prioritizing each week to have some time with those things that restore us, so that way we're not always so drained by the things that drain us. Coffee break was excellent. If you would love to get that recording, because we do record them all, just shoot me an email and I will make sure that you get added to the list when that recording goes out, so we can get that to you. And then for our certified WBEs, we do have Doing Business with Worthington Industries coming up on June the 10th. And for any new WBEs, we also have newly certified onboarding coming up on June 25th. And then the signature events that we have coming up that I always like to make sure that you are aware of. Catch the Wave is coming up August 24th and 25th. That should be on everybody's calendar already, because I've been saying this for like months and months and months that it's coming. So nobody should be surprised. We definitely want to see you all there at Catch the Wave. If you are able to attend, August 24th and 25th, we'll be in Salt Lake City. We'll be in Louisville. See, I just switched the other two events just like I did in the beginning. So we'll be in Louisville for Catch the Wave this year. And then October 13th is our construction summit, and that will be in Cincinnati. And so that's a really great opportunity for those who are in this construction space to come together. But I really like to encourage everyone, if you're touching the construction space, so if you have a business that the construction folks need, you need to be at the construction summit, because you need to be able to actually spend some time with those folks as well. And I know we had a couple of people who just jumped on. I want to thank those who are here for coming, and want to feel free. You can definitely leave if you need to, but definitely am able to stay on for a little bit longer for those that may have just joined, to kind of do a high level overview of what we've covered and answer any questions that we have. And as I did state, this recording will go out to everyone that registered. So everybody will get the recording as well as the deck, so that you have that there. All right, without further ado, thank you everybody for joining, and we'll see you in Salt Lake City very soon.